My name is Richard Purcell. I'm the chair of the Development and Government Relations Committee, and we're going to open up our meeting now. Pursuant to our Holyoke Media, we have live Spanish interpretation, and it will be available on local access channel 15 using the television's S&P option through the live stream on city website, as well as the Zoom feed by clicking the interpretation option and choosing Spanish. In council right now, we have the three members of the committee. We have Mike Sullivan, who is the co-chair of the committee, and Nicole Masonette, and we have a quorum. So I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to take up item number 1 and open the public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 1 on the agenda is a special permit of application for Wayne Versace for a non-conforming structure to construct it. I'm sorry. Somebody should have said something.
Too loud.
You're loud.
Now you get to hear my voice crappy and loud. A special permit to application for Jim Versace for a non-conforming structure to construct an attached deck and install a rear entry door at 5 Brightwood Avenue per 4.7.5. Is the applicant in? Can come up to the microphone, please? Yeah, don't do what I did.
I gotta turn it on. There we go.
Looking for your application. You find it? That's Hannigan. That's a different address. Here it is. There it is. That is it. Oh, we have Mimi. Mimi Panich has just joined us in committee. So now we really have a quorum again. The application looks good to me. I'll just read the letter that we got from the applicant. It's to whom it may concern, I, Colleen Hannigan, owner of 5 Brightwood Avenue in Holyoke, Mass., acknowledge and support the need for a special permit request for the upcoming deck construction project at my property. Please let me know if you have any questions or needed information on this matter. And I see the real estate taxes are paid and the excise taxes are paid. Are there any questions from the committee?
Sorry, if I may, could we just get a description of what the work is that you're proposing to do?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just a regular pressure-treated deck off of the rear of the property, probably around 14 feet by about 10 feet. It is also to put a double door where there is currently a window.
Nice.
That's pretty much the general scope of work.
Yeah. So to what extent does it make it more conforming? Does it make it more non-conforming, and if so, how?
I don't think it makes it less non-conforming. I think in order to put a door, I think the current window is too close to the property line as well. The property on that side of the house is probably around, it's pre-existing non-conforming, so
Yeah.
that the house is around 2.5 feet away from the property line.
Yeah.
So it would make it very difficult to put any sort of egress back there on that wall at all.
Yeah. And it sounds like the nonconformance is already there, obviously pre-existing, but it's a type of nonconformance that you're only exacerbating. You're not creating any new kind of nonconformance.
Correct. I don't think we're going to be any closer to the 10-yard or 10-foot distance. We're not going to be any closer than what is currently there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it all sounds very reasonable to me. I'm just asking questions so that we can write conditions for this.
Sure, yeah.
Do you raise your hand?
No, I'm just, we gotta ask if there's any members of the public that want to speak.
Oh, I know. We have also got Israel Rivera in the chambers, so we have the full committee here tonight. Are there any other members of the community that would like to speak about this special permit? None?
Well, I'm her neighbor. The only one who can actually see it, so.
So do you?
This is the
would you like to
neighbor
speak about it?
immediately to the side of the deck project. Donna Thoreau. You want to come up?
You don't seem like you'd be hostile to it.
I approve.
There you go. How simple was that? It was on, Izzy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Are there any other members of the community that would like to speak about it? I'll entertain a motion.
I'd make a motion to approve the special permit.
Don't we have to close and deliberate?
I'll make a motion that we close and deliberate the meeting.
Close the public hearing.
Close the public hearing.
Second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Roll call.
And now the motion to approve.
A motion to approve the special permit. Roll call. Counselor Sullivan?
Yes.
Counselor Rivera?
Yes.
Counselor Panich?
If I may make a small friendly amendment here, I would vote to approve this with findings to be adopted later. They should be very straightforward, but as a practice, we should have findings supporting special permits that we issue.
Second.
All those in favor of that motion?
Aye.
Aye.
And we can develop them later. I don't want to hold up the vote. I think we do need to find that this will not substantially impinge on any of the interests of the neighborhood. And although it is a pre-existing non-conforming structure, we are not making it more non-conforming in any way that would affect the neighborhood or detract from the utility and quiet enjoyment of other properties in the area.
See?
We got to vote again, roll call.
We're gonna vote again on Mamie's new motion. Israel Vera?
Yes.
Mike Sullivan?
No.
Amy Panich?
Yes.
Nicole Masonette?
Yes.
Richard Purcell, yes. With that, your permit is granted with the special needs. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for coming tonight. Stay cool. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to take up item number 2 and open a public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Special permit for application for Cypress Acquisitions LLC, care of McDermott, Reynolds, and Gleisman, PC, for alteration of a non-conforming structure at 2201 Northampton Street per 4.73. Is the applicant here?
Yes, good evening.
I'll make a motion to open up this public hearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You may speak, sir.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the Development and Governmental Review Committee. Thank you very much for having us here this evening. My name is Daniel Glissman. I'm an attorney with McDermott, Reynolds, and Glissman, and I am here on behalf of my client, Cypress Acquisitions, LLC. I'm joined this evening by my colleague, Amy Suchins, and the principal for the applicant, Don Bouvier, the managing director of development for Cypress. As mentioned, we're here this evening seeking approval of a special permit in connection with the demolition of a pre-existing non-conforming property pursuant to section 4.73. The subject property is 2201 Northampton Street, which, for those of you that are familiar with the site, is the former Kmart, now vacant building. Before I get into some of the details of the project, I'd like to ask Don Bouvier to come up and just give a little background on Cypress and the applicant. Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. My name is Don Bouvier. I'm with Cypress Equities. Good to see everyone here tonight, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee and Mr. Mayor. We have been studying this property for quite some time now, starting kind of mid last year. To say a little bit about our company, we're retail developers. We find opportunities all over the country to, in this particular case, we'd like to acquire the property, tear it down, and build back something that's better than what's there today with a pretty strong anchor tenant to hopefully give this area a lift and give this shopping center a lift. A little bit about us. We're a 30-year-old company. We're based in Dallas. We have an office in Atlanta and one down in South Florida. Small privately owned company, and we look for niche properties similar to this. We've built large-scale shopping centers, million-plus square feet, down to neighborhood centers, and we find ourselves in a unique situation here, and the opportunity here is to purchase the property, and we'd like to, as when we tear it down, in hopes that we can tear it down, we'd like to, and I guess I'll back up and say, this opportunity is contingent upon receiving a favorable vote this evening and tomorrow night for doing such. So I'm here to answer any questions you might have. There's limitations to what I can and can't say at this time as we're still developing out the plan, but this is a very key step in order to get to the next step involved. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Attorney Gleisman.
Thank you. Thanks, Don. As I previously mentioned and as outlined in more detail in the materials submitted to the committee, we're here seeking approval for the demolition of the existing vacant Kmart building. The property, the subject building, is currently non-conforming due to the fact that there's no setback. For those of you that know the site, the building is actually physically attached to the adjacent retail plaza, and so because we're demolishing the existing non-conforming structure, we need a special permit. I would note that this application is slightly different than the one that came just before us in that we're actually not seeking to preserve or maintain any of the existing nonconformities. Any new development that may be constructed here will be consistent with the zoning ordinances and the plans and intentions for the city. So just to be clear, we're not seeking any preservation of any existing nonconformities. As you heard from Don, my clients intend to make a multi-million-dollar investment in this property and in the city of Holyoke. My clients have entered into a purchase agreement to purchase the property, and subject to closing and receipt of all approvals, they'll demolish the building, renovate the entire property, including the existing parking lot, and redevelop it in the hopes of attracting an anchor tenant on this site and for the shopping plaza as a whole. Not only will this project significantly improve the site by eliminating this nonconformity, but it will also improve site security and safety, as well as significantly improve the general aesthetics of the site and the neighborhood. As I noted, the property is the building is currently connected to the adjacent parcel, and so when the building is in fact demolished, subject again to all approvals, my client will be treating and restoring the facade of the existing retail plaza so that it's consistent with the current state of the plaza. And obviously, we recognize that this is the first step in a multi-layered approval process that would come hand in hand with any construction that will go on this site. We anticipate that at a minimum, major site plan review would be required, as well as any additional approvals for signage, construction period fencing, and the like. And our initial timeline, as we've outlined in the materials, We anticipate, again, subject to our submitting applications and receipt of approvals, we would anticipate demolition may commence sometime in December with a 60-day demolition window, and then a construction period to follow. We believe that the project does in fact meet the special permit approval standards set forth in section 4.7.3, in that the building as demolished will not be substantially more detrimental to the existing non-conforming structure. And we also believe we satisfy the special permit criteria in section 9.3, in that the social, economic, and community needs will be served, and the neighborhood character will be significantly improved by the proposal due to the increased safety of rehabilitating a vacant and blighted property. There will be no impact to the traffic flow, safety, parking, loading, utilities, other public services, or the natural environment due to the proposed demolition. And of course, as we noted, this is a major investment in this property and in the city of Holyoke. And so we believe that this project has tremendous potential to provide a positive fiscal impact once fully redeveloped. And with that, we want to thank you again for having us this evening and welcome any questions that the committee may have. Thank you very much.
Are there any questions from the committee?
Well, not a question exactly, but I wanted to thank you for your presentation, and I appreciate the way that you've done our work writing this permit for us.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Got a question?
Nope, just I'm very much in favor of this. Glad to see them come around and do something with this. I've been involved with dozens of demolition permits throughout the years in the city, and this is the first time I've ever seen one that required a special permit for a non-conforming structure. So I'm ready to move forward with it when the committee is.
Councilor Megan has a question.
Thank you. I just wanted to speak in favor of the special permit. This will be a project in Ward 5, one that I and the planning department have been looking forward to for many years. And so I hope the committee supports it. And I was able to read through the accompanying document before tonight, and every I was dotted and every T was crossed. So thank you very much.
Councilor Devine?
Yeah, thank you, and thank you very much for your presentation. I don't have any of the documents, so I'm not sure, but I tend to think that the council from Ward 5 obviously has done her homework, so I would have no problem. I find it not funny, I shouldn't say funny, but that you plan on doing this in December when it's freezing and snow, all that stuff, but, oh, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay, and right now you're going to be acquiring the property before, obviously before you demolish it, and you said it was
That's correct, yes.
retail? That you were gonna do retail?
At this point, the project is really just for the development, or the demolition rather, of the
Okay.
existing property. So to be determined at this point.
Okay, great, thank you,
Yep.
thank you.
Any other questions?
Keep it.
Sure.
Councilor Rivera?
I'd like to speak in favor of the project, and I think for a lot of us that know that when Kmart's heyday was Kmart, it was a great experience, and I think a lot of us probably look forward to something similar for some of our kids in the future, to have some of what I had as a kid, being able to visit Kmart and get my little gums in the little corners. But again, thank you guys for thinking about Holyoke and looking into Holyoke. And then I didn't realize I was so close to Ward 5, where I lived. Yeah, I mean, but like literally that close. But again, thank you.
Councilor Sullivan?
Yes, I just have one question. The adjacent retail property, are you acquiring that as well? Or we have a problem with the owner as far as the demolition goes?
Well, I think certainly no problem with the owner. I know our client has been in contact with them already. I can't speak to any future acquisitions of the neighboring parcel. I'm sure they'll be in lots of discussions as we move forward.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Bouvier, did you want to say something?
Yeah, he pretty much answered the question, but yes, it's our desire to acquire both properties and make it one project again. Yeah, I can say that we've reached an agreement with that property owner in principle, and now we're aiming towards finalizing a contractual agreement with them to purchase the property and put them both together. And they're very, very supportive of what we're doing here with the Kmart, the former Kmart.
I have just one question, please. Do you know how much the square feet is?
For the existing Kmart?
For everything that you're purchasing, how many acreage there?
Oh gosh, I apologize. I don't have the info off the top of my head. I could certainly provide that though.
Oh, that's fine.
It's over 350,000 square feet.
How about that?
Both of them together.
350,000 square feet. Thank you. So I don't have any questions, but I have one comment. Thank you for coming to Holyoke and turning urban blight into urban bright. Thank you very much. Is there anybody else from the audience or online that would like to speak to in the public hearing?
Just a quick question. I don't suppose you're going to tell us who your client is?
No, my client is actually with me this evening,
Okay.
Bouvier. So, yeah, we're representing the applicant acquiring the parcel.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right,
We'll do a roll call vote. Counselor Sullivan?
yes.
Sorry, Mimi.
Mary, if I can amend that to be based on findings and the one condition about recording to come, as we do with all special permits.
Just question, real quick, if I may, through the chair. For this particular, just for closing the public hearing too, the findings, like the findings piece that you're adding on for amendment, is that meant for closing the public hearing, or is that for when we
No,
approve?
that's for.
When we approve.
For approving it.
Okay, right now, we were just closing the public hearing.
I thought we already voted on that, sorry.
No, no.
Okay.
So all those in favor of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Yes.
Now, all those in favor of
Approving,
approving the special permit with your motion? Mimi.
So moved.
All those in favor?
All right,
Aye.
We'll do a roll call. Counselor Rivera.
yes.
Counselor Sullivan.
yes.
Counselor Masonette.
Yes.
And Counselor Panich.
Yes.
And Counselor Purcell is a yes. Thank you very much for coming in this evening.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
This will be in front of the full council tomorrow night.
Well, yeah, we're going to do a late file to get this in front of the full council for tomorrow night.
Excellent. We really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You as well.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
just one technical note. It doesn't have to be a late file because it did appear in the committee reports as awaiting disposition.
Thank you for making my life easier. Thank you, Jeffrey. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Thanks again.
You're welcome. I'll entertain a motion
To take up item 3?
to take up item 3. This is filed by Councilor Purcell, ordered that the Honorable City Council, in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 330B, and the Holyoke Code of Ordinances, Procurement Ordinance, declare 141 West Street, Assessors Map 033, Block 02, Parcel 008, as surplus property available for disposition. The property was acquired via a judgment in a tax lien case in 2023. It is approximately 6,534 square feet, zoned downtown residential, and has an assessed value of $39,000. Councilor Rivera.
Is there any way we could put it up there on the screen?
The property?
Yes, or at least the map of what it looks like.
Do we have a,
Jeff, if we have that, if we don't, then I'm asking for too much, and I totally get it. And I only say that just for that, because it's being recorded and it's online for people that are watching online, so that they can have it like a visual of what it is. That's the only reason why I mentioned it. But if it's too much to ask for right now, I totally get it.
I did.
I can work on getting that.
I appreciate that.
And I did do a thing on MapQuest to see what the property looks like. It looks like it's all woods, an empty lot, just trees and bushes, if that helps.
No, thank you. That does
No
help.
structure in there.
That does help. But it's just, see that you had to do the MapQuest?
Right. Well, not MapQuest, but
But you know what I'm saying?
Geo.
You did your thing. Good job.
I just had to see what the site looked like.
That's what I.
There it is. See it? It's behind the cars.
There you go.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Did you do what I did?
Oh, I know what it's at.
Yeah, it's between two buildings.
This was Google.
Yeah, that's what I did. It's an empty lot. There's nothing there but trees and beautiful bushes. Any questions?
So just I guess my question is, we're taking it on because we got it on a judgment, or
Yep,
we're
it's ours.
selling it?
It's
Okay,
ours.
It's ours. Okay, perfect. So we just got a motion to approve to accept it.
That's correct.
So before we do that,
One moment.
Counselor?
Councilor Padich?
yeah, because I am a newcomer to all of this, once we take this, what happens to it? You know, we're taking it for disposition.
I think Councilor Sullivan might be able to answer that question.
So I believe we've already taken the property, all right?
Yes,
It's been
it's-
awarded to us by the court. All we're doing now is declaring it surplus, all right? And
Yeah.
available for sale. We'll get another bite at the apple when we see what the portended uses or purchases are.
Yeah, that was what I was really trying to get at. What is our process for looking for purchasers and evaluating offers? I mean, presumably we have one somewhere.
I missed that.
Who does who looks for the sell the property?
Well, it's
Procurement? Is it
yeah,
procurement?
procurement.
Procurement.
Yeah, if I may, through the chair,
Yes,
my
please.
understanding is first they will notify abutters, anyone that's nearby, to see if they're interested, and then if not, then it gets put out. But I could be wrong, but that was my understanding. Like abutters get notified first, and then if no one bites, then it gets put out, like as an auction, like surplus property. But I could be wrong.
Well, I'm sure you're right, because I've heard of that process. It's just that we seem to have all of these little pools of property in the city, and maybe this is where all of them are, but some of them turn out to be, never have been city property, and they wound up with HEDIC because of some chain of title. And for a newcomer to be trying to figure out where exactly in the city all the property that might be available for sale and who would approve it is, I think, was just worth
That's a
asking
great
about
point.
this.
That's a great point.
And I've seen it before where property sold for $1 to some, and now the city's selling it for $39,000. City bought it for $1. They're selling it for $39,000. I've seen those kind of deals too, but I never knew. Thank you, Mimi, for that great question. Anybody else? Any questions? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Move to designate this as surplus property?
Second, or motion to accept it as whichever one. But yes, I second.
Any questions? Mike, you look like you had a... Are you hesitant?
Well, I think the motion is to declare it surplus, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Before we adjourn, I think we could dispose of one of the administrative we laid on the tables for us rather quickly.
Please.
Why, yes.
I'd make a motion to take item number 9 off the table.
Second.
Item number 9 is being, all those in favor?
Aye.
With the washout of the water sewer line at South Elm Street behind Fitzpatrick Skating Rink. The impact on the neighborhood needs to be addressed by the city leaders in terms of timeline for repairs, alternative means for walkers to navigate this area, and overall appearance. This is a constituent request referred to DGNR Parks Department. Councilor Sullivan.
Yeah, I would make a motion that this order has been complied with. All the water mains have been replaced, the landscaping has been repaired, and it's in good condition. You can hardly tell anything happened.
Any questions? Other comments? There's a motion on the table, and has it been seconded? I didn't hear it.
Second.
This item has been complied with. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everybody. See you.